Yeah, exactly. Can you talk a little bit more about the relationships that you've developed through your blog and YouTube?
I'm sorry, what do you mean?
Like, do you only communicate through like comments and stuff on the site, or do you talk like on the phone or
Okay.
through email or stuff like that?
Most people come to me on Facebook. I have a link on my blog that you can click, and it takes you directly to my Facebook page. And then we have a little a Facebook group that's just nothing but MS friends. And so most of us talk on Facebook. Some people, a lot of people comment on my actual blog and stuff, but most of those people are on Facebook too. So we'll talk on postings or messages sometimes, and that's pretty much where, at least we keep it for me. I know a couple of people that have come together through my blog and through my MS group. They live in nearby each other, so I think they've like hooked up and talked on the phone and stuff like that. But I live kind of far from everybody else, so I haven't had that opportunity yet.
Do you want to extend the relationship into the real world?
Well, yeah, sure, it'd be nice. A lot of people stay online or whatever because their disability makes it hard for them to get out there and talk to people. So the internet's pretty much their only means of being social, period. But I would love to, eventually actually meet somebody who's dealing with MS, and sit down and have lunch with them or whatever. Just talk face to face, because it's different than typing and talking over the internet. Having a face to face conversation is more intimate.
Yeah, definitely. How do you decide what you blog about and write about in your, blog about, but also discuss in your videos?
That's a good question, because half the time I don't know. At first it was really easy because I would just think, okay, well, what questions do I have? And then I would try to answer my own questions and express that over the internet. But now it's getting to a point where I don't have as many questions. So I try to ask people, for ideas and stuff, or I'll do some research, and then if something pops up that looks interesting or catches my attention, I try to write it down and then go back and write about it. Otherwise, I just kind of write about my progress, which may not. For some people, that's what they want, but other people want the more technical, informative information. So I try to keep a balance between the two.
Is there anything that you said you wanted to remain? From the beginning, you decided to be very open. So I just have a question: are there any topics that you think are off limits?
The only thing I try to stay away from typically is my intimate relationships, stuff like that. You have to keep something in your life private, and I think something like that just shouldn't be out there for everybody to see. That's, I think, between me and my significant other.
And then, would you describe the YouTube people, or the people on Facebook? I guess is more applicable for you. But would you describe them as a community?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Connected?
Definitely a community.
Why?
What was that?
What do you think? What do you think? Why would you say a community? What do you think are the ties that bind?
Well,
is it just?
I would say we're a community because a lot of the same people stay in touch with each other, and we, make sure we're doing okay, and we'll talk about things that don't necessarily even have to do with MS. So we become just a group of people who enjoy talking to each other and helping each other, whether it's we need help with dealing with MS symptoms or stress or something like that, or just the stress of regular life. There's some people that I just talk politics with. So to me, it's a bit of a community.
So it doesn't necessarily revolve around MS. It's just nice to know that, it's comforting to know that you have a group of people who you don't have to get into nitty-gritty details about because they already understand it.
Right.
Accurate description.
Right.
And then, would you recommend blogging to other people who are on that? Who might be like isolated or?
I would definitely recommend blogging. Sometimes it's not for everybody. Not everybody likes to write. I like to write. So blogging is a good way for me to get stuff out of my system. And it's my way of connecting with other people. And, you know, bringing information to other people makes me feel good, you know, because I'm helping somebody. So that's my way of trying to give back. And then for other people, the video blogging is great because they don't have to actually type. And, you know, especially for MS patients, a lot of us deal with fine motor issues, so typing is difficult. Even for me right now, typing is getting a little bit difficult. So, you know, occasionally I'll use voice recognition software, so I can just kind of speak into the microphone, and you know, it'll type everything out for me. I'll do the video blogging too, but me personally, I like typing better because I like working with words, and you know, that's just how I am personally. But I think it's good either way for anybody because it's a good way to express yourself.
What do you look for? Like, do you follow any blogs or YouTube channels with people with MS?
I do on and off. I wish I did more consistently, but I don't. I couldn't give a good reason why not either. But I do try to, you know, keep an eye on. There's a few people out there who I like their blogs and I like their video blogs and stuff like that. So I pop my head in every once in a while.
When you're on YouTube, do you often comment or from what I've observed so far, it seems like comments are a lot more popular than video responses, which are hardly ever utilized. Like, it's something that like people know exists, but if somebody writes a video, they might have like 300 people who've seen it, but only like 13 comments and then like no responses, you know?
Right, and I think that's just because of plain human nature, which is to be lazy, and it's easier to throw a comment up there real quick than it is to set up a camera and, you know, record a video and upload it and post it for a video response. It would be great if it were easier to send a quick video response, and I'm sure it is for some people, depending on their technical setup. But then, you know, for me, I would rather a comment than an actual video response. As far as... What was that?
Sorry, you broke up for a second. I didn't...
Okay. No, I was just saying that me personally, I prefer the commenting over the video responses. And maybe that's because I'm lazy. I don't know.
Well, I think what you said about, like, in order to do a video response as easily as, like, a comment, you have to have a very easy connection to, like, with a webcam or something that, like, is instant, and then your technical savvy, like, it has to be at a certain level, you know? So I think, in general, there is a divide between like the digital divide also exists on YouTube between just like people who are savvy enough to make a video and edit it and like to like make sure it fits the time constraints, whereas other people I think who may not have the technical skills to kind of like comment and watch the video.
Right, and so I think the average person just doesn't have that technical ability. Plus, you know, if you want to look at the multiple sclerosis patient, the average multiple sclerosis patient, they don't have the energy or patience or even fine motor capabilities to continuously set up all that equipment. It's easier to just post a comment, if even.
Well, you talked about how it takes a lot of effort. Is that one of the reasons why you kind of tapered off with the videos, or was it just really just technical?
It was purely technical issues. My computer setup got screwed up, so I stopped doing that. I couldn't say it was because of fatigue or anything like that. You know, I deal with it, but not as bad as others, so I can still suck it up and do it. So I'm hoping now that I'm getting my setup going again that I can start posting the videos again.